Woman caught in immorality. This is considered the secret trip of Jesus. He is in Galilee at the time, before he would head south with his disciples. And he takes a quick trip down to Jerusalem for 7 days. This was the Festival of Tabernacles, also called the Festival of Booths. It was a time where the children of Israel would remember that when their forefathers came out of Egypt and when they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years, they lived in temporary booths, temporary shacks that they could easily move around. So what they would do is for 7 days, they would build these little booths just outside their homes, and then the family would have their meals inside the booths to remember what it was like during the 40 years. Sometimes the people would even sleep there. This festival was at the end of summer. It was usually at the end of September onwards to the end of October. So it was also a time to celebrate the harvest of the summer fruit. This would be grapes, olives, and pomegranates. The festival was one of those that was required of all the men. Again, these were required, but not all the men actually went to the thing. Now, while Jesus was there, of course, the issue of this woman, they thought they had him. They finally figured out the ideal trap. They could bring him this woman. Interesting enough, they brought the woman and not the man. They said the law of Moses said that we should stone this woman, but actually it says it was to stone both the man and the woman. A lot of speculation of why the man wasn't involved here. The trap was this. The law of Moses said that she should be stoned. The law of Rome says that the people were not allowed to execute their own people. Only Rome could do that. So if Jesus answered one way or the other, they had him. If he said, "Oh no, don't stone her," well, he'd be all right with the law of Rome, but he's a teacher and he's teaching against the law of Moses. They had him. But if he said, "Stone her," then they could turn him over to the Roman authorities as someone who was breaking Roman law or teaching against Roman law. They tried to trick Jesus, but again, he was able to turn it on themselves. Well, come back next week when we continue on with more insights on the story of the week. We'll see you next week.